Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, another day, another you, another me, another Mythic Wars game. We're in the losers bracket now. We lose this series and our tournament run is over. So we are fully locked in. I actually felt pretty good in this game for this series. I was like, I know what I need to do. As opposed to other series where maybe I felt a little bit nervous, I was actually feeling pretty good for this one. No problems sleeping the night before, nothing. It was just like, yep, let's go. So let's go through the bans. I'll talk you through my thought process. I ban out Set first and foremost here. The idea with the Set ban is that takes away Set from him. And if he then doesn't ban Isis, I'm going to take Isis, which then will also leave a Ra for me if he doesn't want it. So if we go, if he bans something else, we pick Isis, and then he pick Anyways, it'll make sense a little bit later. So then he does ban Isis, and okay, no worries. I'm now gonna grab the Ra, and which then leaves open 3 Chinese. So I can grab a China after that, right? So I grab the Ra and then I grab a China. The other option here would have been to grab a China first and then grab a second China. Either way, I would find myself with 2 strong picks, and 3DB would find himself with 2 strong picks. So we're getting all of the strong picks. So if you guys don't know, this patch, I'll do a tier list after this series, but this patch, the strong gods for tournament are Egyptians, then it goes China, then it goes Frere, then it goes Greeks. Those are the strong gods. And yeah, so here we go. We got Ra as my pick, and then 3DB here very obviously is going to grab 2 Chinese. He grabs the Shenong and the Fuxi. So to be honest, I wanted to play Shenong. I wanted to play Fuxi. Nuwa was, for this specific set of circumstances, Nuwa was my last pick that I wanted. If there was a map like Midgard, Silk Road, Arena is in here. So Arena is a good pick for Nuwa. So I'm happy to grab my Nuwa for Arena. But yeah, if there was Silk Road or Midgard, I would have really liked to play Nuwa on those maps. But we've got Nuwa for Arena, so it's not the end of the world. And from here, I need to start thinking about taking away picks from 3DB. Does 3DB play Frere? Was my basic thought here. And I think the answer is no. So I don't pick Frere here, and I'm starting to try and take away picks that I know 3DB has got some funky stuff that he can do with that are very, very good. So I grabbed the Hades here. Hades, I know that he likes his Ares. I know that Ares is really good with Hades, so I take the Hades away. After this one, 3DB picks Thor. Predicted this. I know he plays Thor. I can beat his Thor. I'm like 90% sure that Thor is not a god that I'm worried about here. At least something that I don't want to really take away from him. And then he picks Odin. So I'm like, great. I get 2 picks here that are really good. I'm going to claim my Frere because I want to have that. And then from here, I think I made my first big mistake of this draft, which was not taking away another pick from 3DB. I don't need to have this god in my draft. I can play anything else, but I go with Zeus here, and I think this should have been Poseidon. The reason why I didn't pick Poseidon here, and I did consider it in the moment, the reason I didn't pick Poseidon here was because I've been losing with it. And that's not a reason to not pick the god. I was in good positions with Poseidon every single time I picked him, and I just didn't convert. So the conversion was coming around. So I didn't pick Poseidon here. 3DB picks Poseidon, and then he grabs a Kronos. I think I would have picked Kronos here as well if I had the option, but did not have the option. And I go, what's left? Loki, Uranus, Gaia. Against him, he's got Shenong, Fuxi, Thor, Odin. And Kronos. So 5 gods here that absolutely brutalize like a Loki. So I can't pick Loki. I'm thinking Gaia or Uranus at the moment. And I'm thinking, okay, if there's anything that I can do that can maybe steal a win against the Chinese, it's got to be Oranos. Because Oranos has got a lot of tricks up his sleeve, and I'm thinking favor boost, heroes, take out his myth units, makes sense. Let's go with Oranos. And we'll try and snipe the Shenong, or snipe the Poseidon, or even potentially snipe the Kronos. So that's what Oranos is there for. So basically for Shenong, Poseidon, Kronos. I don't particularly want to pick him because I don't think he's that good, but in this patch. But I think that there is some potential here for me to snipe a win, or snipe a good matchup and give me some good chances. So our first map is on Gold Rush for this one. I don't think I showed the. Do I have it? I don't have the maps up. Let me see if I can get the maps up. Totally forgot to show you guys this, but here's the maps. I banned Medit, he banned Midgard. I actually pick Ice Arena here because I need to have a map that, you know, I feel good on. But yeah, we got Gold Rush here as well. I could have picked Silk Road. I didn't want to. I could have picked. I think that's all the gimmick maps. Was there something else I missed? Yeah, that's all the gimmick maps. So I could have picked Gold Rush. I could have picked Silk Road. I could have picked Ice Arena. I said, of all of these maps, I think the one that makes the most sense for me against 3DB is going to be Ice Arena. Because everything else is going to be very aggressive and very 3DB orientated. So I go for a defensive pick there. But yeah, Geyser's on there. Scorch March, Lava Ghost Lake. These are all fine maps for me. So I'm really happy with the draft. I'm really happy with the Gold Rush. The only thing I would have liked to switch here is potentially Zeus for Poseidon, but it is what it is. So let's jump in to game number 1, which is on Gold Rush. So we get Ra, and he goes with Odin. So this is a matchup which I am incredibly confident with. I'm definitely capable of winning this matchup against anyone in the world, I think. So I know I have a strategy here. I have a plan. There's 2 options for me. Option number 1 is to go for Bast and make Sphinx and run around the map, causing lots of problems, and then in the big fight, click Eclipse and win. The problem with this is effectively I'm just worried about really, really nice walls and my Sphinx just kind of not getting value. I'm much more comfortable playing this style of map with Wadgets. And the reason why with Wadgets here is because the entire map is concentrated in the middle. So I don't need mobility. I just need map control on one specific area of the map. And Wadgets do that better than anything else. While the Sphinx might be able to win me a fight, there's a lot of potential there for me to screw up. So I'm going to go with my comfort here. I'm going to go with Wadgets. So we're just basically scouting around the map, trying to find resources. We find some hunt over here. That's totally fine. Let me just do this because this is bugging me. Okay. All right. So build order off. No problems here with the build order thus far. We're getting a nice little opening. I don't need to advance fast here. I just need to play basically stock standard, and it's totally fine. So no quick advance. If he wants to go for a fast second town center, I will be able to deny him. Odin can't get a town center up fast enough without me being able to Shifting Sands bomb him. So I just have to have an eye on that and just make sure I'm checking how many units that he's got. I might have to sack a unit somewhere along the way to get in there and see what's going on and just confirm. But sacking one unit's not the end of the world in this matchup. So we're going to have to look to do that. Or we can get the obelisks up and we can see, and then it's going to be fine. Anyways, temple coming up now on this position, and I'm just looking to basically defend this area here. I got a back gold mine with a lot of gold. I'm mining out the front gold mine first and foremost, because this is the one that is going to be the most out in the open. And then on the back here, I just have to get some defenses down a little bit later, and it should be fine. I got a beautiful wood line here. So so long as I don't get that burned, it should be totally fine. This wood line over here is not bad as well. There's a nice sentry tower there, but this one's absolutely beautiful. And it's time to come over onto the wood. One thing here that maybe I should have done, but I think I'm mostly I just want to make sure that I'm 100% going to be in the classical age and be producing units to deny a town center potentially, is I probably should have gone the second monument and then the temple. I probably should have gone one villager later to the classical age, and it probably would have been slightly better for me. But yeah, Ravens coming through. But yeah, I definitely am just, I don't want to play against 2 town center Odin here on this map and have to like really make something happen. I hate this bug. This bug is so annoying. I tried to shoot the deer in to get underneath the thing, but it didn't want to do that. I could have just thrown up a thing, but now we'll bring our pharaoh over and maybe our pharaoh can help out. And it even moved on me, but we do manage to bring it inside. You have this little trick here. You can push the deer in with any unit. After you make it move, you can actually start pushing it, so you can go even faster to its position. So 3DB there grabs Bow of Artemis, making his dudes a little bit cheaper. There's Eye of Horus up here. Probably should have gone and grabbed that one, to be completely honest with you, but I did not. In fact, I didn't get any. He grabs the Black Lotus. I didn't really find my relics that quickly in this map at all, which is upsetting. But I get my barracks up. He is now sending the Einherjar out to scout, making sure I'm not going for a town center. Berserk's coming out to clean up. I see 2 Hersir and a Berserk. So at this point, I go, what does this mean? Basically, this means it's been a couple minutes, so he probably built some buildings here. He probably threw down buildings. So he's probably not going for a second town center straight away. But he could have just thrown one building, one longhouse, and then he could have been spamming out to go for a town center right now, cleaning up the obelisk first. But he sends the units straight at me, which means, well, he's scouting what I'm doing. He wants to know. And he sees my barracks, and I go, okay. What does that mean? Well, it means I'm confused. That's what this means. I don't really know. He sent some units forward. I saw 3 units plus an Einherjar, so 3 units. So he could definitely be trying to go for a town center. So at this point, what I need to do is, I know that I don't have the advantage right now. If anyone knows the Norse versus Egyptian matchup, you'll know that a lot of the times against Egyptian players, they'll feel like they've got so much power, because they do, and they'll move out really, really early, but they'll hit a timing at about, 6 minutes into the game where they try and attack, and they'll get busted on. So I'm basically not trying to push into his base, but if he wants to run at me, that's fine. So I just have to be a little careful. So I send my one axeman out on a mission here to try and spot the town center. I go a really stupid way here because I'm a little bit panicking. Should have gone around this way. I'm a little bit panicking that, yeah, that was dumb. That was dumb. Whatever happened there was dumb. This guy actually shouldn't have gotten spotted, but he got spotted. I should have ran around this way. I'm literally just checking the town center. I see the town center on the left, and the raiding cavalry do actually confirm to me that I'm not playing against the town center here, so no worries. And now I go into full spam. I don't have to worry. If he wants to drop a town center right now, this is completely fine. I'm not going to be able... I probably can deny it with a shifting sands, but I don't need to try, because I can just go for the center, control full army, and life's going to be hard for him. But I see his raiding cavalry coming off to the side, so I'm going to look to try and deny that. I do have a little bits of gaps in my base. I would really prefer to have my houses set up over here, but not there just yet, as I do manage to catch his raiding cavalry out, and I managed to kill one. So we traded an axeman for a raiding cavalry, and that means we should be basically equal at the moment in terms of everything going on. So happy days. And from here, we just got to keep spamming units, get our upgrades, and we basically should be just winning, because I don't think that the Norse can keep up with the spam of the Egyptian, especially with 3 barracks here. I come over onto this side. Need to throw up a wall on this. Need to get some obelisks set up so I can see what's happening here. And if he wants to come around this way, no worries. Go for it. I'll see you coming a mile away. So happy days if you want to come through this way. It's also fine. I'm just trying to set up obelisks on this right side here to get information. But he's got a Raven over here just flapping around. And I'm ready to start moving into the center of the map now. He does have a raiding cavalry randomly just over onto that side. So unfortunately, I lose a priest. I have a couple of priests here to kill off any potential Einherry spam, because that is something that is somewhat scary. And don't ask me why I'm charging after the raiding cavalry with 2 spearmen, but I am. These guys should not be chasing that. They will lose this fight. Please run. Please stop chasing. Please stop chasing. Stop chasing. Stop chasing. Ah! Well, at least we scared them. At least we scared them away, so happy days. So at this point now, I'm looking to push forward. I know that my army should be bigger. I'm looking at the military difference right now, and I'm going, well, it's not at all. So, whoops. I got these 2 Wadgets, which are very, very powerful, so long as I control them well. Got to be super careful to not get caught out of position here. Setting up obelisks to make sure that I can see everything coming a mile away. And we're taking a look in, making sure that he's being... He's being fair to the matchup. There is a world where he could be trying to sneak Heroic Age here, so we just need to make sure we're putting pressure. I'm seeing his army. This means, okay, so he is making a whole bunch of dudes. No problems here. It's time to, like, we can keep putting pressure on, but if he wants to take a fight, we have to be really careful. So he decides to charge in. I pull back. I don't get my shots off with the Wadgets early here, which is a bit of a mistake. And I'm taking this fight going, ooh, I don't think I win this at all. So I get damage done, a little bit of damage done, retreat back, shifting sands, and now we're going to heal up. This here means that he is now really committed to the classical age, though. So there's no heroic age coming in. So this is why we did this push. This is why we're shifting sands back. So he is fully stuck in the classical age now. He's pumping units out. I'm getting my technologies. We're getting electron bullets. I'm making slingers. I got 3 slingers now. It's time to get some more out. I've got a decent amount of villagers on wood now to get these guys out. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea for another barracks at this point, but not just yet. And now we just have to defend our food over on this side. We got our wall up. I see the units coming over. I don't react because I'm really, really bad, but I pull my villagers quickly, my spearmen to come over here to defend. And this is somewhat good for us, because this is baiting him in to trying to kill off our villagers. And at this point I go, all right, time for survival equipment Skin of the Rhino, so that I don't just lose villagers left, right, and center. And he's going to charge through. And now we have defender's advantage. So this is really, really good for us. If he wants to come and fight us, no problem. Please come and fight us. I'm getting myself copper armor as well. He's raiding cavalry to come through. I get to attack for the entirety of the time here. Attack move with the Skin of the Rhino villagers. I don't mind losing these bad boys. I bring a couple of spearmen over here to help out. He's going to lose his entirety of his army. I've got my slingers here killing off everything, and his population drops incredibly fast. I lose a handful of villagers here, like 2 or 3. Not the biggest of deals, considering how many units we actually managed to kill off, and the fact that I know his Norse finishes gold a little bit quicker. I know he's going to be in the middle here, and we just need to enjoy wandering forward here and getting our vision set back up and taking full control of this center gold. And if we can just do that in the next minute or so, there's no way that the villager losses are going to be enough for him to repopulate, get an army back out, and have a good time. So yeah, we're still going to get our upgrades. We're going to keep pumping units here. We've got favor for more Wadgets. The Wadget numbers are starting to get out of control here. He tries to sneak around, sniping units. Doing a good job of trying to pick off my slingers, but I do manage to get return fire onto him, and my slinger stays alive, so happy days. But it's now, at this point, winning that one fight is kind of everything. One thing here that I'm a little worried about is Heimdall Towers, Safeguard Towers, just having been plopped up everywhere on this spot. Because it's not like it's not like I don't have pushing power. I've got 18 spearmen, which are relatively strong here. But yeah. So at this point, he's just trying to distract me. I'm trying to move forward slowly, trying to get in, still pumping units. get some damage done. Picking off units onto this side. He has actually a half decent fight here, but I have a Wadjet over onto this side. My Wadjet's getting huge damage. He's got no Herser for them, so they are incredibly potent at this moment. Not the best micro for me in the world with the slingers, but so long as the Wadgets are getting kept alive here, my DPS is incredibly high. And we managed to clean this army up nicely and going to be able to now move over and start taking out the villagers on the gold mine. And I believe he is out of gold at this point, and I have full control of the middle. I also got a couple of good villager kills there, and we just have to keep pumping. And every single fight here that we win, and we don't fall behind in military by any, even if we fall behind in military, every single time we win is going to be a big advantage for us. So we're going to yet again charge forward. We also have rain now, so 13 farms to come up. Well, 12 farms with rain means a huge amount of food influx here. We've got our upgrades. I'm not pumping units at the moment. Maybe getting heroic age here is not a terrible idea. He's going to come around onto this side, and we say, okay, time for a tower. Just make sure I've got somewhat of a defense as he comes around. And I sort of trap him. Skin of the Rhino villagers don't die. These guys have got 69 HP, 44% hack armor. Like that's so much HP for a villager. So yeah, they're totally fine. We still got full vision set up here, trying to dodge away from the berserk. And I'm almost happy sitting back on this gold mine, just waiting, and 3DB obliges and taps out here. Because as soon as he walks forward, I can just walk forward. So he's going to tap out, and we get game one. So yeah, I felt in control of this game from the very beginning to the very end. I basically played my game plan perfectly. There's some landmines you have to dodge, like a random heroic age coming through from the Odin player, the town center going up, and him being able to get to the heroic age as well, into like a frost with like triple hill forts getting dropped into the center of the map with safeguard and things like that, which can absolutely brutalize the classical army of the Ra. So you just have to I just had to make sure that like B was being fair to the quote unquote fair to the matchup. What I mean by that is I'm spamming units, I'm putting pressure on. If you don't want to lose a whole bunch of stuff, you have to have units out as well. And that's why we made the push forward, and it was a little bit scary. I had to shifting sands back, but that's part of the matchup. That's part of what you have to do here. I was surprised a little bit with the amount of military he was able to get out. This is not something that was the case in the last patch. Not exactly sure if this is because of the Ra nerf to the empowerment of the monument here. Everything's a little bit slower. It definitely could be that. But if you take a look at this military line, normally, in my experience, it's really heavily in favor of the Egyptian player. But B did a really nice job here. I'm not exactly sure why this is, but did a really nice job of just sticking with it and having a huge amount of resources. I think there was some nice Norse buffs, so maybe that's why. But still, even so, that does not track for the entirety of the game. You're going to fall behind the spam of the Egyptian player at some point. So long as... I don't know when the timing is because I haven't played this patch enough, but it's still relatively the same. Anyways, first win for us. Yay! Thanks everyone for your support. Please leave a comment. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'll come at you with game number 2 afterwards, probably in a couple of hours. So make sure you tune back in for that one, and we'll see you in the next one.